Hello everyone! So in this video, I'm going to show you how to transform the Transformers Legacy G1 Quake. Let's start. So of course, as usual, first straighten everything up. Now that we have done that, let's turn to the back. We'll basically put the fists or the heads in. We're just rotating them in. And then rotate them this way, I think. Oh no, this way. If I am wrong in rotating this, we can always fix this later. And then next, the chest piece, we're going to open this up. And then we're basically going to rotate the entire upper part of the upper torso, including the shoulders. Now, we need to flip the cannon a little bit upwards for this. And then we're going to close the chest piece. And then kind of lock it in place using the turret. Now, for this part, there is this mechanism here. We're basically going to lift this up and lock it in place, and then we can move the forearms together and then lock it through these tabs. So I rotated the arms correctly earlier, and then aside from that, there are tabs here and here which will connect to the slots on the shoulders. So just give it a nice push and it will lock in place. Now for the legs are kind of complicated. Please let me know if I don't explain this properly, but kind of separate them like this a little bit, and then rotate the thighs like this, and then bend by the knee a little bit like this. Because the first step we will do is basically open this up and then just fold it like so. After we've done that, we will separate this part of the leg with the back part by simply pulling them apart. Now this hinge here is a difficult part, especially with this copy and this leg in particular. This hinge is kind of loose on my copy, but our end game here is to basically fold this straight in line parallel with this part, and I'll try to show you like there. So this part of the hinge will be parallel here, and this part of the hinge will be like in connection with this. So that should be the final configuration of it. You can basically push them individually using your fingers. And then next, we will fold the foot or the toe until it's configured this way. Now we can close this in, and then we will rotate this all the way to the back. And if you flip it, you will see that this will actually form the tracks. So just flip it like that. And then for a finishing touch, move this all the way there. So now we have one part of the tracks. Now that we're done there, of course, we'll do the exact same thing on the other leg. Now let's rotate this for now, just to get it out of the way. For this, rotate by the thigh, rotate by the knee. Now open this up at least 90 degrees. Then separate the front of the leg from the back of the leg. Now we will move the hinge. So just kind of manipulate it so that this part again is parallel with the front of the leg. And just like that, it should be like this. Now for the foot or the toe, just flip it. Now close this, and then you can rotate for you to be able to see. Then rotate this all the way. Make sure it's tucked in, and then fold this. Now that we're done here, let's rotate this back. And then what we'll basically do, don't need to rotate this. At the bottom there, we will tab these two in. There's a tab and tabs there, which will connect them tightly. So now that we're in this configuration, this is where, in my opinion, this is pretty easy now. Now you will fold them by the knee. This is the knee, right? Yeah, that's the knee. So that the waist is now in this part of the turret. Now that we've folded it in, we will now fold it here by the waist Oh, sorry. It might be easier if we do it the other way around. Sorry. So let me unfold everything. It might be easier if you fold it here by the waist first, and then before you fold the knee, just so it'll be easier later for the next step. Oops. I somehow messed that up. There. Okay. Well, I guess I did it the same way. Then the next step will be basically to just fold this part one more time. And then there are two tabs here which will connect to this slot and this slot. So just fold it. And if you've tabbed everything together, you can just give it one quick push. And then just lower the turret. And we have here Quake in his alt mode, which is a Cybertronian tank. Now let's transform Quake back to his robot mode. First thing, move the turret upwards. Now, we will disconnect this upper part. Just pull that out. Because there is a hinge or a tab there. There are tabs there, sorry. For some reason I can't pull it out. There. So just pull it out. Once it's positioned this way, just rotate it by the knee. And rotate it one more time for it to have this configuration. Now, let's do the legs. We need to separate this first. There we go. Now, the first thing we'll do is basically fold this in just 90 degrees first, and then we will fold this as well, just like so, all the way. Now we will try to separate them. No, we will separate them, and then fold out the toe. Now this configuration should be the opposite, so this one should be parallel, but the hinge connecting these two hinges, or these two connectors, should be at the bottom. So just try to push it downwards right there, and then like that. So it should be like this. Now once we're there, we're almost done. Just fold this in, and then fold, and then rotate. So the foot is now okay. So now for this one, again, do the same. Rotate a little bit, fold here 90 degrees. Now you will rotate this to the other side, all the way. Now separate these two, unfold the foot or the toe. Now again, oops, that's what I was saying earlier. This one is kind of loose, so I already straightened it up for it to be easier to manipulate, because this is how it should be configured later on. Just connect them again, and then push, and that is how it's supposed to be connected. And just close these two parts together, and then fold this in underneath, unfold, and then rotate, and there we go. The legs are done. So that was kind of easy and kind of a cheat because the hinge is disconnected. Now for this part, first separate the arms, open this up, and then through this mechanism push it down. Now we can just simply unfold this, because this tab is not locked it cannot be locked hard, or like it's not locked firmly. So you can just rotate it all the way and then close the chest piece. Now rotate the turret or the cannon so that it locks there. And for the forearms, just rotate, and then unfold here, just open them up. Kind of difficult, and there we have. And we're done. Here we have Quake back in its robot mode. There you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you do. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye.